So the story. So the first thing that happens in the story is that you see a boy on a bike, and then you see like a pink streak, a light hit the ground, and that's where it opens up, and you see an alien, and the alien and the boy, the bond and all that shit. It's basically an ET reference, honestly. The opening of the game is a goddamn ET reference. So as time passes, you start to see that there's a big ass gigantic rocket ship being built, and that's the rocket ship that's going to be used to send the alien home. So 20 years have passed, and the alien that the kid took care of is not coming back to Earth to conquer it now. And by the way, the alien name is named Fu. So Travis tried to face Fu. It ended horribly. Fu damn near steamrolled the whole damn cast. He cut somebody. He cut a bitch arm off. He killed somebody with a bondage mask on. He damn near killed Travis himself. Then after all that crazy shit happens, that's when Fu make an announcement and says that if you really want to come kill him, you're gonna have to go through the 10 most toughest motherfuckers in the galaxy, right? The 10 most toughest bastards in the galaxy to face him at number one, and that pretty much starts over the assassination rank all over again, starting from 10 to all the way up to 1 to fighting Fu. Alright, so the first thing you can do in Normal Heroes 3 is perfect dodges. So perfect dodges are just like Bayonetta's Wish Time or something like near automata, where if you dodge at the right time, you get like a slowdown effect. The next thing you can do is wrestling moves, where if you see an enemy's daze and have stars around their head, you can go ahead and press the throw button, and that's when Travis would do like a crazy ass wrestling moves. And the next thing you have is slash reels. Now slash reels are randoms, give you a random effect after you do a finishing blow on the enemy. So say for example, you do a finishing blow and then you get like a triple sevens. Triple sevens are full armor mode. Full armor mode is very very strong. It's kind of like a goddamn, it's like uh, I guess you can call it like a demon form in a sense, like Devil May Cry, where if you go in demon form and Devil May Cry give you like a power boost. It's the same exact way, but it's just random for trap. Alright, so we gotta talk about these boss fights, because the boss fights in No More Heroes 3 easily carries the hell out of this game. Because everything else in this game is pretty goddamn bad, but the boss fights though. So each one of these boss fights got different mechanics to them. So the first boss fight, you're fighting regular, and then all of a sudden you're outside of space and the Gundam shooting it. And then like another boss fight, you're playing musical chairs. And then another boss fight, you got like a Fatal Frame reference. You're like in a high school, this spooky ass high school, following the spirit. It's just so weird, but it works. It works with these boss fights for some reason. And then the final boss, right? The final boss. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the final boss does like a reference to a certain popular fighting game. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna end it off like that. Alright, so let's talk about the bad now. So this open world, and I use open world in quotation marks because this shit is barren as shit. I understand that there's an alien invasion going on, and maybe there's like a handful of people just walking around the earth, but bro, this place is barren. And I mean like the wild wild west barren type of shit. Bro, this shit ain't got nobody, this motherfucker. And what's crazy is that there's hardly anybody walking around the open world, and yet they still have texture pop-ins. Why is there still having? I don't understand why the damn textures popping in when there's nobody here. So while you drive around this barren ass open world, you can do mini games to earn money, because before you do boss fights, you gotta earn money so you can actually enter the boss fight. So the mini games you can mine, right? You can mine ores, which is okay mini game. You can cut grass. You can unclog toilets. You can pick up trash. Driving mini game, which is that mini game right there. That driving mini game is A1 trash. Cannot stand that mini game. And you have another mini game where you defend the shore from alligators. I think it is. I can't remember if it's alligators or not, but that mini game is actually pretty goddamn fun. Now another way to earn money is that you fight in these designated zones where you touch this crystal and it teleports you all the way up to another area. Now I never played No More Heroes 1 or 2, but I've heard that in the previous entries, you have like you fight enemies leading up to the boss fight, but in this game you have a whole separate area where you do this. So here's the problem with this issue. The thing is that these enemies, like I'm talking about, these enemies are fucking terrible. Every last one of these enemies, besides the starter enemies, are absolutely terrible. I do not enjoy fighting these enemies at all. I think they're all annoying, besides the starter enemies. Because the reason being is that these motherfucking enemies are so fucking cheap. I swear to mother flipping goodness, man. These enemies love to motherfucking hit you from off screen. That shit's annoying. All they had to do was like Devil May Cry. In Devil May Cry, when the camera's not being seen by the enemy will not strike off screen. That way it won't be cheap. And the lack of iframes, I wish they had more iframes in this game because once you do a combo, you gotta motherfucking commit to that combo. Because your ass is not dodging, you're not roll out on that motherfucking combo. So I hope you plan that shit accordingly. And one last issue I had with the gameplay was that they never taught me how to get up off the ground. So when enemies knocked me on the ground, I was just kind of just laying there because I didn't know how to get up until I started mashing buttons until I figured out, oh, well, I guess it's circle to get up. I was thinking it's X because since you jump with the X button, you would think you mash X to get up, but no, it's circle button. Now, I don't know if I overlooked this in the tutorial section, but I don't think they ever taught you how to get up off the ground. They teach you everything else but that. I don't understand why though. I know from the sound over you think I hate this game, but I really don't though. I think this game is just kind of just meh. You know, the first hour of this game was so engaging. I was very, I wanted to see more of what was going to happen after the first boss. But after the first boss, and when you hit the open world, it's like, so this is all this game has to offer, huh? It all it has to offer, huh? Like I paid full price for this game. I pre-ordered this game. I got the day one edition. I spent my $65 or so. I'm going to see how I feel about this shit. Facts, right? I'm going to see how I feel about this goddamn game. Um, I understand why now that on release this game was like $45, I think, digitally, not the physical copies. Like digitally, it was like 40 something dollars. Um, I can recommend this game maybe at 25 to $30 maybe. Um, if I had to recommend you any type of Suda 51 game, I would probably recommend you Killer is Dead, Lollipop Chainsaw probably. I really do enjoy those two games a lot. Maybe the reason why I feel so meh towards this game because I never played No More Heroes 1 or 2, so maybe that might give me a different viewpoint maybe if I play those games, but I don't have them on PlayStation, so I can't play that shit. Um, recently, recently the director of Suda 51 says he want to bring those games over, so only time will tell at this point. Hopefully you do bring it over because I got a feeling I'm gonna like the previous games over this game. But yeah, though, these are my thoughts. This is how I feel about the game. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. But yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I see you on the next video.